Good day to you watching this video. This is a group project on the topic database and data warehouse. My name is Esther and I'll briefly introduce this topic, while my colleagues will introduce the major concepts subsequently in this video. Companies at the leading edge of generating and making sense of data are known as the modern enterprises. These organizations know how to use data to ask the right questions, to attract and retain top talent, to future-proof their activities by having a data-driven mindset. In other words, they know how to use data to bring together the people, process, and technology that are needed to operate efficiently. Modern enterprises store, process diverse sets of big data and use them for different purposes, and all of these are made possible by tools available by database and data warehouse. The objective of this video is to explain majorly database and data warehouse, but to do that, it will be wise to explain basic terms like data, information, table, record, field, and all of that, as all of these are very vital in understanding the topic. So let's dive into it.
So what's data? Data is an individual fact or a piece of information. It generally comprises of letters, words, perception, images, etc. And then information is analyzed and assessed data to give it more meaning and purpose and usefulness. We have three types of information. They are structured, semi-structured, and unstructured information. Structured information are information that can be broken into several parts, component parts, are properly ordered, and can be divided into components. Unstructured information are information that has no order, no structure, and cannot be broken down into any component. While semi-structured information has several characteristics of structured and unstructured information. In essence, structured information can fit into tables with rows and columns, while unstructured information cannot. What is a table? A table is a record of a firm, while a record is a row in a table and a field is a column in a table.
So in this session, we'll be talking about databases. We'll also be talking about data warehouse and the differences between databases and data warehouses. So what is a database? A database is an organized collection of information which is logically connected in such a way as to reduce duplication, to ensure easy access, and also to facilitate retrieval. Now, on the other hand, we have a database management software. So this software enables you to manage and design a database. So examples of database management softwares are Oracle, MongoDB, among others. So let's move to the types. The types of databases we have are the relational databases and the non-relational databases. From our earlier discussion, we talked about structured information. So it is only structured information we have on the relational databases. Information organized in rows and columns, and they are linked together by linking one field to another field. An example of relational database is Oracle. On the other hand, we have the non-relational databases. So the non-relational databases does not use the table schema to organize information. So the kind of information we have under this database are unstructured types of information like audio files, videos, and so on. An example of non-relational database is MongoDB. Now, having established this, let's move to data warehouses. A data warehouse is a central repository where we have information derived from various sources so as to facilitate better decision making in the business. So the data warehouse uses the concept of ETL, which is extract, transform, and load. So under the extract stage, information is derived from various sources, from internal sources and from external sources. Now, the transform stage has to do with cleaning the data and organizing the data so as to make them run efficiently. Now, the load process has to do with loading them into the database. Now, let us talk about the differences between the database and the data warehouse. So, while a database derives its information from just one source, data warehouses derive their information from different sources, internal sources and external sources. You should also note that the database stores only current information, while a data warehouse stores historical information. Another difference between the database and the data warehouse is that the database has its data normalized so as to make them run efficiently, while under a data warehouse, the data is denormalized.
From this point, talking about the enterprise benefits from database and data warehouse. The enterprise benefit from database and data warehouse literally talks about all the advantage a company or enterprise who has efficient and effective database or data warehouse has over those that has less efficient database and data warehouse. So firstly, we're talking about um, improved consistency, quality, and reliability. Database and data warehouses are programmed to apply a uniform format for all allocated data, which allows the corporate decision makers to analyze and share data insights to their colleagues around the globe. Standardizing data also helps to reduce the risk of error of interpretation, making the data there accurate and making the information and data derived there also reliable. Secondly, one of the benefits an enterprise derive from database and data warehouse is better decision making. Successful business leaders often develop a data-driven strategy which enables them to have access to different informations which set them aside from their competitors in the market. Thirdly, we have enable forecasts. Since it's a fact that data are stored in database and data warehouses, the data stored in database and data warehouses have behavioral pattern which we can easily decide what is going to happen in future basis. Hence, we can easily predict and forecast on different aspects of the business what is going to come in the future. Next is improved business performance and activity. Managers across different departments in the organizations use data and information to draw conclusions and tackle arising challenges. This collectively at the top management can be used to boost the performance of the business and the activities at each levels of the business.
Having known what database and data warehouse is all about, the types, the differences, and examples given, even the benefits that an enterprise can enjoy from its database and warehouse. There's also need to know the challenges of database and information management. One of these challenges is the growing database markets. The market for database is now saturated with different kind of SQL, no SQL. The firm may find it difficult in evaluating and choosing a particular solution. Secondly, there is also increase in data volume. Due to the population growth and the increase in economic activities, a company may find it difficult in managing the information and data generated. Yeah, another one is data protection and security. Database forms an integral part of every company's IT system, and a breach of data can result to financial loss or loss of reputation as well as goodwill. So every company focus on protecting its data.
Thank you.
Thank you.
To end this video, I would like to recap some of the basic terms we explained earlier in this video. We explained what data was and information, and also the differences between data and information. We progressed to explaining what databases and data warehouse are and the differences between database